adventure right now, guys. You ever seen Harold and Kumar go to White Castle? Well, tonight is gonna be even better because we gotta turn right. Kitty Gaines is waving at me. We gotta turn right. We are going to the most amazing 24-hour donut place that I've ever seen, at least according to Yelp reviews. It looks amazing. They had a Ninja Turtle donut there. They had all these other crazy types of donuts. And the reason that we're going... So the perfect diet to lose fat and maintain aesthetics and not go crazy, so easy to maintain, allows you to eat donuts, eat pretty much anything that you want in moderation, is going to factor in 3 different concepts. So it's gonna factor in flexible fasting, which is basically my awesome kind of not advanced, it's basically a better version of intermittent fasting with a little better rules and much easier to maintain. And then it's going to involve carbohydrate cycling and carbohydrate timing. So let me dive into the 3 concepts before we get to this donut shop here. So flexible fasting is so cool. What it is basically you don't need to count 16, 18 hours of not eating. You're just not gonna eat for the first 3 to 4 hours of waking up. And ideally, you're gonna have some exercise, really intense exercise within that time frame. So for me, I usually do high intensity interval training, or I'm doing my compound exercise training. I love waking up first thing in the morning and just crushing compound exercises on an empty stomach. I take some pre-workout, take some branched chain amino acids, and just crush that workout with flexible fasting. And then the first meal that breaks my fast is going to be my post-workout meal. Carbohydrate cycling means see where we are here? 0.5 miles away. So carbohydrate cycling basically means you're having 4 to 5 moderate carb days per week, which is about 1 gram of carbs per body weight. And then you're having 1 high carb refeed day per week, which is gonna be about 2 grams carbs per 1 pound body weight. And then 1 to 2 very low carb days per week, where you basically are not eating any carbohydrates at all. You're basically just eating vegetables, protein, and healthy fats. So I would say about 0.25 to 0.5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, try to have anywhere between 50 to 100 grams of carbohydrates. And that's it all day. And these are gonna be best utilized on non-training days. So if it's a non-training day, I'm low carb. If it's a normal training day, I'm moderate carb. If it's like a leg day, a very intense training day, or a like leggy muscle group training day, I'm going high carb. I'll do matcha green tea, please. You got a panda? Oh, hell yeah. So that is our complete order, guys. 12 crazy looking donuts. We got the panda, Fruity Pebbles, Reese's. We got a Care Bear donut, and I'm actually looking forward to this one the most. This is the blueberry cinnamon toast crunch. All right, guys. So me autofocus here. Wait till you guys see what we got. Oh my God. So you can enjoy these types of things when you incorporate these 3 things into your diet. That's why it is by far and away the best diet to lose fat and gain aesthetics and not go crazy. So I still count my calories. I'm gonna fit this into my macros for the week. And this is all gonna fit into my high carbohydrate day and be some of my moderate post-workout day carbs. So I am gonna post up and chow down on my first donut. So let me just quickly recap the perfect diet for fat loss. So it's gonna be 3 different concepts. Flexible fasting basically means that you're not eating for the first 3 hours of the day and you're tracking your macros to hit your averages for the week. And then we covered the carbohydrate cycling, basically the moderate, low, and high carb days. And then carbohydrate timing is so crucial. So obviously, like, to enjoy something like this, it's going to be best utilized and obviously on your high carbohydrate day and post workout. So when you're trying to maintain all your muscle mass, you're trying to lose fat really aggressively, the best thing in the world to do is have the majority of your carbohydrates post-workout and on your high carb day when you're following a carbohydrate cycling diet. So obviously, like, it may look like I just eat a bunch of crap and eat like 5,000 calories of donuts per day, but I actually have a lot of structure to it. And the number one rule for all of this to work properly is you have to count your macros. So with flexible fasting, for instance, I did that today, and I've only had about 1,700 calories all day. So I have about 700 calories left. So I'm gonna have 2 of these donuts, and I'm still gonna be at 2,400 calories. I'm still gonna hit my macros perfectly. So the biggest rule with all this is I recommend following an 80-20 rule. So 80% clean, 20% dirty. So the donuts is gonna be my 20% dirty part of the flexible fasting macros. So each week, you know, I said right now I'm doing 5 moderate carb days per week. I'm doing 1 high carb day, I'm doing 1 low carb day. My weekly average is 2,400 calories. I don't hit that number every day. One day I might hit 2,100, one day I might hit 2,700, the other day I might hit 2,400. So by counting your macros and counting your calories, say for instance, I get out of control tonight. I have, you know, 5 of these donuts, I'm at 3,200 calories. I'm gonna be very conscious, and the next day, I'm going to make sure I go very low carb, I hit my compound exercises, short rest time, high intensity interval training. So it's the compound effect of what you do for the full week, not what you do day in and day out. So if you have one bad day, just realize this, don't beat yourself up over it, and then the next day, the next 3 days, be really on point, and when you factor in the average of what you did that one bad day, and then what you did on those 3 really good days, it's gonna really average out, and you're gonna be right on point. So figure out the average amount of calories that you need to eat every single day, incorporate carbohydrate cycling, incorporate carbohydrate timing, where you're eating the majority of your carbs, the delicious donut carbs like this, post-workout or on your high carb day. So I'm signing off. I'm starving looking at these donuts, but thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to give you some insight on what I think is the best diet here from California Donuts. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.
Troy, you ain't got no games. You ain't lift no weights.